what's up. This was a clean trade. Let's call it a clean trade. I'm gonna go ahead and I already did this analysis with my mentees. This analysis was done with my mentees. I sent this analysis to my mentees even before the trade was taken. That was our market close yesterday. So this is gold, and what we can see is that we're in an uptrend, clean uptrend. The market is climbing up like crazy. And then if you go to the daily chart, you can see that the market is beginning to slow down, So strong uptrend, but the market was beginning to slow down, as you can see around this zone. So before, if you've been watching my live before, you would remember when I said that when I made the analysis about this consolidation on the daily. So we're consolidating between this line, between this zone and this zone. So between 34.52 and 31.74 good price. We were consolidating in that zone, and then we saw this breakout. And this was a clean move, we saw this clean run up, and then the market started slowing down around here. So if you see, I have this red line there because I was looking to pick the top. We did see a little bit of retracement, but then the market quickly pushed back up. And yesterday we saw the market close in this way, and we obviously overbought, so we overbought, and I knew that we were going to have to retrace at some point. The market needed to make a retracement at some point. So what did I do? I waited. I didn't trade the Asian market. I didn't trade the London section. I waited, and I took a trade around the New York section when you see. So we started struggling from this point on, and then we had some few push-ups, and then the market started slowing down again around here. A couple of we see this is like 1, 2, 3, 4 H4 candles could not push up. So immediately this candle pushed below those wicks there. Immediately this candle pushed below there. I took that sell, and I've been holding that in. You see, on Topstep X, it's actually different though, but that's what I did. So today the market kind of pushed up, but we saw first, second candle, and immediately this candle, started pushing below that zone, and it was go time. There's actually more to the analysis though, but I just cannot go deep in details. But that's what happened. What do you think about NQ? I was actually going to say NQ in the beginning. I was going to say NQ. I did sell NQ. I sold NQ yesterday. But today, since NQ already dropped, I was like, you know what? Since gold hasn't dropped yet, probably have more potential on gold. So I just left NQ for gold. Although there was a crazy sell on NQ. So as you can see here, let's go to the NQ chart. As you can see here, so this used to be, you see, we touched this zone, pulled back down. This kind of is a resistance zone. This is a resistance zone. So let's go ahead and put a horizontal line there, right? And so the market resisted the upside there, and then dropped to that support. So this used to be a resistance now turning support. So Nasdaq is currently at a support. If it breaks, it's gonna drop, potentially drop back down to this zone here, and but we're seeing a strong uptrend. We're just having the retracement, so you cannot expect the market to start dropping. But if it was to start dropping, this is what you can expect. This is what you can expect the market to do. But right now we're being supported by this zone around 24,491. This is on forex price ad, by the way. This is a forex account, so these prices that you see here are forex Nasdaq prices. But yeah, we're at a support. We are at a support on Nasdaq, and you can see that the support is trying to hold. The support is trying to hold. You can see that setup there. But if it cannot break back above this zone, which used to be the support that was holding it, so this place supported it before, and then we saw this market try to go up, and then it dropped. So if the market retests that zone, so even if you wanted to sell Nasdaq, you have to wait for Nasdaq to retest 24574. You have to wait for Nasdaq to retest that support on the minus 15. If that support resists, I think we did kind of go up. We kind of went up. The market kind of went up. You see around here, the market went up there to retest that zone. You see, and then quickly drop back down. So if it's not able to climb above this previous support, it's just gonna drop some more. That's what I see on Nasdaq. But the point here is that the market is overbought, and the market needs to give a discount. So when the market is overbought, there has to be a discount. I think that's what's happening on the chart. That's something you need to know. And this can be a short-term pullback. So stay at alert. Stay at alert. And I'm in good profit on gold. I'm just waiting to hit $10,000 profit, and I will close. I just won't hit that 10 grand. If I hit that 10 grand, I will call it a day, and that will put me at $50,000 for the day, because I'm copy trading this account. So these are 5 150k account. So if I hit $10,000, I will call it a day. That would be a 50k day. So yep, and this is my first day on this XFA. I haven't taken any trade yet. I haven't taken any trade on this XFA. It's clean. It's new. There is no trades yet. So it's a new account. So this is my very first trade. Let's see how it turns out. $10,000, and I'll call it a day. Bring it on. Let's go. So what happened is, I'll show you guys something. So what happened is that I got 5 150k accounts, as you can see there. I got this 5 150k account on the 13th of this month. So today is 24. So I got them last week Friday. I passed them on. I actually passed them. I bought them on Thursday. I bought it on Thursday, and I passed it on Friday. Between 2 days, I passed the accounts, and then I activated them on the 13th. Let me see. Yeah, basically I passed them. On the, cannot remember anymore. But yeah, basically I passed them. These are the 5 accounts that I got. And after I passed them, I took my first trades, and things went bad. And I lost the accounts. So as you can see, I did the back to funding. I took the back to funding route that Topstep offers, and bro, costed me a lot. Back to funding was crazily expensive, mostly because I'm from Italy, and there is a 22% VAT imposed on a Topstep account for people who are from Europe. So I had to pay almost 889 USD. So it's basically actually 889.38. So 889.38 into 5. I had to pay almost 4,500 USD to take these accounts to funding, back to funding. Anyways, I paid back to funding, and on my first day, I'm already up almost 10 grand. Cannot complain. So, is the back to funding good? Yeah. If you have a strategy that's working, if you have a good strategy, if you already have an edge, if you're a good trader, and it just happens. It does happen sometimes, It can happen that, you take a lose, you take a loss. You're a good trader, everything is good, but maybe on your first day of funding, you have just 4,500 to risk, and before you know, maybe something goes wrong, and you lose your account, and you don't want to go back, to that combine phase and doing all of that stuff. I would recommend you to do back to funding. But if you're a new trader trying to, find an edge, or probably you have a strategy but it's not really working, you're just trying to survive, do not do the back to funding. You're just going to lose too much money. You rather start back from the combine, and build your way back up, because the back to funding is expensive. It's expensive. I think it's around 750 USD if you're from the USA, if you don't have to pay the VAT. And with 750 USD, you can buy 5x 150k combine. You can buy 500k account for 500 USD. So it is expensive, So you have to think about it. Just don't do back to funded if you do not know what you're doing. Your clock time is the same as mine. Where are you located? I'm from Germany. I'm from Italy. So yeah, we do use the same time, Central European time. Yep. Yeah. Yep. I think I was up 10 grand when I was making the video, when I was showing you guys. Yeah, it was up 10 grand. Should I just move my take profit to 10,000 so you can just close? I've been in this trade for more than 4 hours. Yeah, definitely more than this. Is a new 4-hour candle. I was in this trade when this 4-hour candle opened. So I've been holding this trade for some time now. I think I got in around a little bit after 7 a.m. So 7 something. I woke up a little bit late. So I got in around 7 something. So 8, 9, 10, 11. I've been in this trade for almost 5 hours now. Yeah, around 5 hours. Been holding this trade for 5 hours. Give me 10,000 and I'll call it a day, bro. Let's go. Yo, what's up? Okay, so we just hit 10,000, and that was the goal for today. But anyways, great. The grade is strong. All right, I'm doing some analysis. I'm checking. The thing is, one thing that separates profitable traders from non-profitable traders is when we're right. When I'm right, when I catch the market, I don't play around. I let my winners run. I let my winners run. I don't panic. I don't run out. I'm not selfish, you know. I am selfish when I'm right. When I'm right, I am selfish. When I'm wrong, I just call it a day and I walk away, you know. So I am looking at the chart right now. You can see that push down that we just had. That just took us to 10,000. That's a solid push. And if you look at the H4, you can see that I have a line here. So this used to be a previous resistance that we broke out of, and now we're just hanging. We're halfway to that resistance. At least we could drop to this point. You see this zone there? We can potentially drop to that point, you know, to around we can drop to around, let me see that number there. We can drop to around 37.14. Let's see that on the Topstep X. So we can potentially drop to this zone, which is 37.45. There is a potential drop to 37.45, which would put us at almost this previous resistance here, which would then be serving as a support, which is around 37.40. You know, so if I keep holding, that would put me at almost 13,000. So the market is going my way. Everything is fine. Why do I have to run? The market is not pulling back. It's going great, you know. So why do I have to run? The best thing I can do, even if I had a problem, I'll probably just close partial, you know. But the market is floating, it's going well, everything is going good. So there is no reason to run. I'm gonna let this thing ride, you know. I'm gonna let it run. Let's see how far it can go. Let's see how far it can go. We're almost at $11,000 times 5, so that's around, do the math. So yeah, so right now we just hit 11,000. So that's around 55,000 USD for the day if I was to close right now. But as I said, I think that the market is gonna come back to this previous resistance and probably gonna stop around there. So I don't want to, you know, I'm just gonna let it run. I'm gonna let it run. It looks good. It's going good. So that's why I love Topstep. There is no profit cap, you know. There is no consistency rule. So if you're having a good day, let it run. You don't have to close out because of some consistency rule, you know. You can let the market run. Take advantage of your good day. So I'm just going to do just that. I'm going to let my trade run. I'm going to have a beautiful day. So that's what I'm going to do. So let's get it. Beautiful. And this is funny because did you know that when I first passed these accounts, I passed this account on my first day, I lose them. I got in on a trade. I was up $3,000. I went to sleep. I was planning to swing the trade, so I went to sleep. Came back, picked up my phone, and the accounts were gone. I guess the market pulled back aggressively and took me out. I'm going to show you what I was trying to do. So I was trying to sell the pullback on Nasdaq. So if you go on Nasdaq, so yeah, there it is. On my first day on those accounts, I was selling this. I was selling this pullback on Nasdaq. You see this trade? I took that trade around here. You see, I took it there. And then the market dropped. Let me go on the H1. I can find it better on the H1. I remember that setup. It was crazy. So I took that trade around here. Somewhere. Let's look for that trade. Let's do auto scroll. Yeah, that was the trade. So I took that trade around this zone or so, yeah. And then the market dropped. And then I went to sleep. I was sure this thing was going to drop. I think I woke up the next day and the market was somewhere around here. So my account was busted. So, man, I didn't know what to do. So I was like, okay, should I just pass? Because passing accounts are not a problem for me. So I was just going to go ahead and pass new accounts. But man, I'm like, I can just go back to funding, but I had to think about it properly, you know. And apart from that, if it happens that whenever I lose an account, I just don't jump back in the market. I always take a day or two. So I think I took a couple of days, you know, thinking about it. I was like, should I buy new account or should I just do the Backtofunded? And then, man, I spent around 4,500 USD getting Backtofunded, and it wasn't a bad choice. I mean, right now I'm up around 55k plus. So imagine if I had bought those challenge, first day 4,500, second day 4,500, and then start making money. I would have really, you know, that would have been a waste of time. You know, buying new accounts would have costed me 8,500. I mean, a little bit more than 8,500 because now we have to pay 22% VAT if you're from Europe. So probably somewhere around, probably would have costed me somewhere around 2,000 USD to get those 4 accounts. But instead, I spent 2,500 more, and you know, and it could have happened that, who knows, maybe they would have gone bad, you know, maybe during the challenge I would have, you know, something would have gone wrong and I would have had to buy new accounts. But so I just went straight up Backtofunded and bam, you know, we're printing. Got it back immediately. Yeah, many years have been trading, bro. You've been trading for many years. That's good, bro. Keep trading. Stay locked in. My advice is always to find a strategy. It's just that in life, you have to find a way, you know. Find a strategy. Once you find a strategy, set rules for yourself. You have to set rules. You know your personality, you know. Find a strategy that fits your personality. Set rules that you can follow, that you can bend to. Find a company that is reliable, that pays, and run that thing up. Bro, I wish I could show you guys my personal account. Bro, this is a crazy day. I think I saw some guys complaining on X that it's a terrible day. It's not a terrible day. You just were too stuck to the uptrend, and you kept trying to buy, thinking it was gonna keep buying like it usually does every day, and then you got caught. Bro, if you see my personal account, yo, man, it's crazy profit, bro. Crazy profit. Crazy profits. Crazy profit. That's all I can say. Crazy profit. I probably made more today. I've probably made more today. I have made more today than almost. I have almost made more than I've made so far this year. Just today. I'm not talking about this account. This is just prop firm. On my personal account, I've made more than I have made across all my account this whole year on my personal account. I mean, I went all in. I went crazy on my personal account. I went crazy. And it depends on how this market closes today. If I actually call the top, this could be life changing, you know. I mean, this could be crazy, you know. I want to say numbers, but I don't want to say numbers, but I don't, bro. It's crazy. It's crazy. Crazy. Man, I'm sorry. I cannot show my personal account. I used to want to show my personal account. I used to want to show it, but I don't know why. There is this thing about whenever I show something, I start messing up. I don't know why. I think it's kind of when I start showing something, I feel like I have to keep up with it, and then I don't know, kind of messes up with my psychology. So I like to keep things private, you know. Just know that if I say that the profit I've made today is more than I've made this whole year, just know that it's a lot of money. Just know that. Just know that. Bro, man, I can show it for a lot of reasons, bro. 6 figures. I don't even know what does that mean. Let's find out. Okay. It says 6 figure is between 100K and 1 milli. Bro, you shouldn't make me spill my tea, but you might be right. You might be wrong. It might be more than that. Bro. Man. Bro. Anyways. The only thing I can tell you guys is we have more opportunities now compared to when we started trading, compared to 2015, compared to way before 2013. You have way more opportunities right now. And do not be in a hurry. You know, the market will always be here. Learn a strategy that works. Discipline yourself, you know. Yeah, I longed gold all the way up. I bought gold all the way up. And that was how I built my account. And now, the money I made buying gold all the way up was a joke compared to the money I have made just selling this thing down. The point is, when I bought that thing up, my capital wasn't that big. So when I bought it up, I built that capital. So now, but yesterday I almost blew the account because I went full margin. So when it dropped, You can imagine when it dropped, just a small move, just moving from here to here, I had already doubled the account. So all of this is like, yeah, just learn a strategy, learn a strategy. Now we have prop firms, they're giving you opportunities, If you buy 5x 150k accounts, for example, you buy 5x 150k top step accounts, you trade this account, you can get up to $100,000 payout in a month. If you get 25k payout every week, and after they remove their 10%, you have 22,500. If you times that into 4 weeks, that is 90 grand. So in a month, you can potentially make $90,000 from Top Step. So let's say in 5 weeks, you can make 112,500. Now take $100,000 of that money and put it on a personal account. You get to keep 12k. Now, if you're good, if you can flip accounts, do you know if you're good, and if you're willing to be risk, if you're willing to take risk, and if you're good and you farm that in, you wait for good entries. Only one entry in a day. You wait for good entries and you know how to flip, and you flip that in. Now, imagine the moves that I caught from the bottom. I literally caught gold. I caught gold from this bottom. I caught gold from here, all the way from here to this top. If you go on my X, you would see the post. I literally I got a swing trade from here all the way to the top, and on the way I was buying and selling and buying and selling and buying. I think this was the only day that I didn't trade. I didn't trade on this day. I had to go somewhere, so there was I couldn't trade. I had to go somewhere, so I missed out on this particular day. But every other day I traded. All you need is to lock in, take those 5 payouts, put it in a personal account, trade those capital. Just disappear. There is no need to be on social media trying to, who cares about those views, and I don't need nobody's praise. Lock in, build that account, and before you know, you'll be you'll be trading a milli. You would have your own personal account. So prop firms are a blessing if you know how to use them. Just stay locked in. Within a couple of months, your life could be changed. But of course, you need a strategy. You need to improve your psychology. You need to manage your emotions. Trading is not just about a strategy. You need to manage your emotions. You need to learn how to manage your trades. You need to learn how to manage. It's a bunch of stuff. Trading and do not feel bad when you lose money, when you blow your account, when things don't go well with you on trading. These are the things that are going to help you to become a better trader, because you have to make these mistakes to find out what to do and what not to do. Even if you have a mentee, one thing I've realized is, even if people have mentees, they still struggle to follow rules. Even if you set those rules, even if you tell them what to do, they still struggle to follow rules. I think it's just human, But one thing I know is that once it is time, nobody's going to advise you. You're going to tell yourself, hey, it's enough. It's enough. Let's lock in. Nobody's going to tell you to do that. You're going to have to advise yourself. And when you do that, things are going to change for you, bro. You're really trying to find out if I made $1 million. I did say I was going to make $1 million by the end of the year, I did say I was going to make $1 million by the ending of the year, so I guess we'll never know. Oh, man. I did say I was going to make $1 million by the ending of this year, so, man, that's my goal. I remember reading somewhere that making your first 1 million was difficult. But the second one, it's not that difficult. So cracking that first milli, it's the most difficult thing. But once you've cracked it, you're Gucci. Once you've cracked it, you're Gucci. Okay, I'm up 12,000. The market is approaching my area of interest, which is around here. This was the previous resistance that will be supporting us. The market might drop to this zone because we did see the market pull back to that zone previously. So since the market pulled back to the zone twice, that increases the possibility and the probability of the market visiting that place again. And if the market has been there before, it's not just going to visit that place now, it's going to get there and make a new low. So we're probably going to see this previous resistance. So that is what it is. That is what it is. You catch a good trade, you let that thing run. Okay, I'm looking at this right now, and oh, I saw that there is something called bracket order, position bracket. I've not used it before. Let's see what that is. Position bracket automatically aggregates your take profit and stop loss order at the same price, functioning as a single bracket. Multiple entry and exit orders are not supported on position bracket. What is this? I know what it is. I'm just going to stick to what I know. Well, I think that's a new update on Topstep X. I think that's a new update on Topstep X. Bracket order. I know some people have been requesting that thing, but I don't know what it is. All right, guys, the market is slowing down, and I hate slow. I hate slow. I don't like slow. I do not like slow. I like moderate. Definitely love moderate, but not slow. So I got in around there and took that in on the way down. Should I just call it a day? Should I call it a day, guys? Should we call it a day? That's 12 grand in one day. $12,000 in a day. That's 12,000 times 5. That's 60 grand. 60,000 USD in a day. Should we call it a day? With 60 grand, should we call it a day? 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 I'll call it a day. You know what? All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and close this trade for today. Beautiful trade. Took the trade around 37.91, and 3 contracts currently running 12,480 USD, and this is across 5 accounts. My target for today was to, you see, Now that I'm thinking about going out, the market is pushing down some more. I was thinking about taking profit around this zone because this used to be a resistance, and I was looking for the market to drop to that zone, and then I take a profit. This is my first day on the account. I haven't taken any trade, so it's a beautiful one. I mean, it's my first day, So I think I'm just gonna go ahead and close the position for today. Although I want to keep holding it. I want to keep holding this trade. Allora, what do we do here? The market is keeps pushing down, so I'm just gonna hold. I'm just gonna hold this one. I'm just gonna hold. I was gonna close, but if you look on the 1 minute chart, the market is pushing down. Every time it tries to pull up, it just, it just pushes down some more. Every time it tries to go up, pushes down some more. So that kind of shows that the market is gonna actually get to my target, So there is no need to run. Let's fade. Oh my goodness. I just checked my personal account. My jaw just dropped. My jaw just dropped. Holy moly. That's crazy. All right. Man. We'll get into that zone. You see that zone I was talking about. So this was the first week, the one there. The market has got into that one. We're looking for it to get to that second one. I think it's going to just push down aggressively and just get there. But yeah. I'm also thinking, what if I close partial? What if I close partial? What if I close one position or two position and let the rest run? No, we're holding. Let's go. So this is basically you experiencing how I manage my trades. I've been having this thought: should I close? Should I keep holding? And I keep reminding myself why I'm holding, or basically my targets. And one of my rules is letting the trade play out. I don't really look at the numbers. I look at the setup. One of my rules is letting my setup play out. So when I catch a trade and it's going my way, and there is the setup, I don't care. I just let my trade run. My target is my setup. My target is not the number, My target is not the number. Imagine if I had closed at 10,000, I would have lost out in 2,300, So the number is not the target. The target is the setup. So this was a resistance. We broke out of it. We're coming to retest that resistance. That is the target. If the market comes back and retests that zone, target achieved, that is what I'm focused on, so that is the goal. That is the goal. The only reason why I would go out of this trade is if I started to see some rejections here. This is on the minus 15. If there was some kind of rejection, if the market was beginning to reject around this zone, okay, I probably would have started, thinking about going out. But as you can see, the market is red. It's going down. It might be slow, but it's pushing down. So why do I want to go out? It's pushing down slowly but steady. It's even way bearish than it was before. Before, you could see some bullish candle, but right now it's been red. Since the past almost 2 hours, it's been red. Upon red candles. So I'm not going anywhere. I am not going anywhere. If this gets to 15,000, for example, let me teach you something. If this gets to 15,000, say this account gets to 15,000 today, so that is 15,000 times 5. That would be 75,000. But if it gets to 15,000, that is technically 3 payouts. That is 3 payouts. So I've already secured 3 payouts. So I just have to keep trading and making at least $150 every day, and I could cash out 3 payouts. But of course, I'm not just going to be making $150 every day. I might be making somewhere around 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, depending. And this is just like creating a buffer, and just first day of the account, creating a good buffer, and then I'm just going to be, marking those days and building the account up. So usually what I do is, since on this day, let's say that I close today with somewhere around 10,000, for example, 10,000. And then I just go for I try to mark my 5 winning days. I probably just go 1,000, 1,000, 1,000, 1,000. That's 5,000. So by the time I get my payouts, by the time I go for my payouts, I probably already made 15,000 in the account. Say I was to close with 10,000, for example. So I take out 5,000, now I still have 10,000. Before I take out another 5,000, I make another 5,000. And I take it out, Basically keep doing the same thing. And at the end of the day, after 5 payouts, you get sent live, And it is what it is. But basically, this is how you do it. One of the secrets is look for a good setup. When you catch the markets, let your winner run. Let your winner run, When you analyze the chart, look for a setup. You see, this was the resistance. We broke out, resisted the up there, started pulling back down, took a sell. My target is the previous resistance. That's going to become a support. So when I took the trade and the market started dropping, my goal is to hold for that previous resistance, which is going to be serving as a support. My goal is not a number. And by letting that trade run, I have accumulated this profit. So you can focus more on the setup instead on the money. That will help you a lot. That will help you a lot. Yo, what's up? What's up? I'm in trades. What's popping? Well, we've gone from 12,500 to 11,600. Let's see what's gonna happen. The market is pulling back. All right, that's what happened. That minute 15 candle just pulled back. There is a pullback there. So a 30-minute candle formed, and it's trying to pull back. Is it gonna do a damage? Nah, it's gonna go down. Let's see what that does to it. That wick there might just pull it back down. So let's see. Vedremo. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, I do love to trade the higher time frame. Once I see a good setup, in fact, I do prefer to trade the higher time frame. Okay, that is an aggressive pullback. Okay, I just checked on the minutes one, and that was a crazy 1, 2, 3, 4 push. We had like 4 back-to-back bullish candles pushing up, and Let's see what's gonna happen. Let's see what happens. That's yeah, nah. Let's see what it's gonna do. Let's see how this minute 15 candle closes. Let us see how this 15 minutes candle close. Let's see how it closes. Oh yeah, I'm holding. We're holding. Let's go. Yep. Yep. That's the target. No distractions. Let's go. I'm gonna be back in a minute, guys. I'm gonna go ahead and mute the mic. All right, guys. So the market just closed. I didn't close the trade. The market just closed. We went from floating $12,000 to ending the day with 8,000 USD. Not bad. I know you might say, why didn't you take profit at 12,000? It doesn't matter. Once the market opens, we're still gonna catch it. We're still gonna catch the move, We're still gonna catch the move. But yes, could have closed at 12,000, but it's no big deal, So for the day, first day on the account, took one trade. As you can see there, 3 contracts. Took one trade. I got in on the trade around 5:50. Sorry, that's the duration. That's around 5 hours, 50 minutes, 51 seconds. Closed at 8,430 USD. One trade. Took me one good setup, and this is across 5 XFAs. So if you go ahead and do the maths, 8,420 multiplied by 5, close the day with 42,100 USD. I say it's a win. Let's go. Tomorrow, let's see what the market is gonna do. We're gonna drop down to this zone. We're gonna definitely drop down to this zone. So that is sure. Nothing is gonna stop that. So we're just gonna wait for tomorrow. We're just gonna wait for for the market to open. The market is probably gonna try to retest this zone, 37.83. So the market is gonna try to retest that support, either this zone or this zone, either 37.73 or 37.83. Once the market retests those zones, if there is a rejection, it cannot continue. It's just going to drop back down. And that's going to bring us back to our targets. But it was a great day. We smashed it. Let's go.